Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third play here in this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. That'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
Because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 36 yards.
And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
On on the ground. It's Swift to start the drive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Desperate coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this should be incomplete.
2 drives will tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but gets inside the 25. They only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They ended up getting about 30 yards.
On 3rd down is very simple. Make sure you get behind the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
On play action, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for a Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 23 yards for a touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
And Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Goff on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Before he came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Play action now. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I do know from experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and long for Cousins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
No running backs in the backfield to help pass protect. All the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, Never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, Cook.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30.
And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On first down, it's gone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions get a bit closer.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's only got left to prevent the first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets that back at the 39-yard line. On 4th down, Goff. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Third and short yardage, Cousins.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Taken in at the 11.
54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before break here. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able. Down conversion.
play fake. Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a breaking touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Cousins will try and throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Yeah, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a first down throw. Gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 of the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
61 yards.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Lions 15.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Goff now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right into the quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws in the tight cover. He's always been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he's fortunate on that. Not have another turnover on his ledger.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On play action, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Able to slither by. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's Goff. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Gone. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Badgley's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lionsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now it's gone.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him some space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you...
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.